Writing in a journal is a great way to de-stress and keep a record of your life, but starting one can be daunting. In this video, we'll show you some of our favorite tips on how to journal. The hardest part of journaling is just making time for it. Here are 3 tips to help you put pen to paper. 1. Set aside a little time and dedicate it to your journal. If you're a morning person, you could journal early in the morning. Night owls might prefer writing before bed. 2. Another good way to get into the journaling habit is to make a routine. Before you write, put on your favorite music at a low volume. Get a cup of coffee or tea and a snack. When you create pleasant associations with writing, you'll want to do it more. 3. You don't have to write for a long time. Set a small goal like writing for 10 minutes or filling out 1 page. You might find it's easier to journal than you think, and keep going. How you use your journal is up to you. Here are 5 of our favorite ways to use a journal. 1. Writing about your day is a tried and true journaling style. It gives you a private space to put down your thoughts, whether good or bad. You can write through negative feelings or savor the memories of a pleasant time with friends. 2. Make your journal uniquely yours by decorating the pages with craft supplies. Swatch your favorite washi tapes, use rubber stamps, or cover the entire page with stickers. You can leave space to write entries or create expressive collages as your journaling experience. 3. Lists might seem like a strange thing to add to a journal, but they're a simple way to process information. Try starting with a list of 25 things you're grateful for. Add to it as you think of new things. A list also serves as a useful table of contents. Write a list of things like recipes to try, then fill in pages with instructions and reviews. 4. Commonplace books were used by early philosophers to store new knowledge. You can use your journal as a commonplace book too. Copy your favorite quotes, poems, and book passages inside. When you flip through the pages later, you can find amazing inspiration. It's like Pinterest, but in a book. 5. A journal is the perfect place to consider steps that will change your life for the better. Create thoughtful questions to ask yourself. Here are some ideas. You can make questions that are geared for you and your life by focusing on what's important to you, like your career or family. It's important to stick with the journaling habit. Here are some tips to help keep you on the right track. 1. It might seem easier to type up journal entries on a computer or a phone, but we highly recommend using a paper journal. Writing with a pen and paper is much more tactile and engaging than typing. Plus, it encourages you to slow down and think about what you're writing. Everyone has their own notebook preferences, but we recommend using a thread-bound one with at least 100 pages. That gives you plenty of space, and the pages will lie flat so it's easier to write inside. The Midori MD and Life Noble notebooks are some of our favorite journaling notebooks, but there are a ton to pick from. Click the card above to see the journals we carry. 2. Beautiful journal spreads are all over Pinterest and Instagram, but you shouldn't expect every page to be picture perfect. It's much harder to be honest in your journal if you're constantly thinking about how to share what you've written. Write with the intention of keeping your journal to yourself. You can always blur or crop out private information if you do end up sharing on social media. 3. Make a space specifically for writing, like a table that gets plenty of natural light. Store your journal and favorite writing instruments, plus craft supplies like stickers and washi tape here so you can write as soon as you feel inspired. 4. Consider making a template that you can use every time you write. This could be the date, weather, and any other information you want to keep track of. A rubber stamp like the Mizushima To-Do stamp pagehead lets you write in the date, day of the week, and 6 items in a checklist. You can also use a specific fill-in-the-blank sentence so you don't have to think about how to write an entry. 5. Journaling is a personal experience, so it's important to write in a way that works for you. If you find that you can't write for long periods of time, write a paragraph here and there throughout the day. You can even write a journal entry at the end of the week. There's no right or wrong way to journal, as long as you're still writing. 6. It's okay to skip a few days. Don't feel bad if you haven't been able to write for a short period of time. Journaling should be fun and relaxing, not a chore. You may find that taking a short break from writing can fuel your next entry. Do you have any journaling tips? Share them in the comments below. Shop all of the journals mentioned at JetPens.com. Thanks for watching.